If you're a Prime member, this won't cost you anything. You can just press the button. It is a perk. It is a perk of your Prime membership. We are live, of course, on Dynamic Racing League UK as well. So drop us a message in the chat on either, and we will do what we can. Give you a shout out. Let us know who you think is going to win. And it looks like the Hasses that are out first. And into the wall there goes Ninjas on his outlap. And UJ, I think, also has gone down the escape road. So an interesting start for the Haas team. Has Ninjas got any damage? No, he seems to be warming up the tyres. I've got no game audio, which is a bit annoying. There we go, that's better. A full grid of 20 then for this race, with a famous backdrop. Hello to Senna. Any video feed at all? What does that mean? Are we not getting... Does he mean audio? I'll just fix that. Hopefully. Let's just turn the volume up on the phone quickly. Hopefully. Lovely, job's a good one. Ninjas then, the first to start a hot lap. We will go on board. As you see, fill out the onboards for the qualified. Always nice to see a full grid, 20 drivers. Let us know in the chat how many you think are going to finish. Tough street circuit this one, plenty of opportunities to end in a wall. And Aaron Newt has picked up a 5-place penalty. He's not even started a lap yet, but he's hit Sainsbury. An early incident here in qualifying. As Ninjas now brings it round. And across the line, 134.9. And same and his teammate UJ is a 132.8. James is coming back into the pits. Levi has a 134.7. Prime a 134.8, Miller Miller a 133.3. Up into second place. Ninjas, we saw Mr. Fickle 135.1. Nathan Holland on to provisional pole with 132.3. Sloth does a 134.3. They're all flying across the line now. Fatlet 131.9 is the new provisional pole. 132.7 for Scornful, he's third. Let's go and see Ben Lane as he comes up to the line. 132.9, and that's fifth place. So a bit of a gap here between first and last in terms of the timings. Let's go and see Swanton. Full power down the straight. 1:33.5 puts him into 7th place. A lot of drivers there in the 1:33s, and there's another one. And Simon improves to a 1:32.8. Mr. Pickle improves to 1:33.4. Very hard to keep up at the moment. Where's 50 Gent? There he is. Welcome in. You're joining us in qualifying here in Las Vegas for the DRS, the Monday Championship. We've got 3 races left. And this is 50 Gent, who goes over 1:33.6, and that puts him in 12th, just behind his teammate Swanton. Let's go and see Joker out on track. We'll try our best to time the hot laps. With 20 on the grid, it's increasingly difficult. Now Newt, of course, picking up that 5th place penalty. He's back on an outlap. We had it coming together with Sainsbury. What a bit of an overshoot of the chicane there for Joker. That's not going to do his time much good. Yeah, he comes across the line anyway in 1:33.4. Hello Baker in the chat. And off and out goes Joker. Joker is out. He couldn't slow it down. He's in the wall. So out goes Joker. Hello Baker. I am very well, looking forward to Miami this evening. And don't ask about Sunday. Not good. But there we are. Here is Sainsbury, and he's going to clip the wall. Sainsbury clips the wall, he's going to have to abandon that one. Here comes Al Newt. Joker there set his lap and then just couldn't slow it down. Well, I've got to agree with you on the last point there, Bates. And yeah, Miami will be fun. Hopefully no rain like Baku last week, as that was a bit difficult. 10 PM folks, after the conclusion of this race, which is a 50% distance, so 28 lap race after qualifying, we will be doing Miami. So it's and into the wall, there's Al Newt, and he completed his lap, 1:33.3, and he goes 7th, which is not bad. Of course, he's got that grid penalty to contend with. Here comes Smud, 1:34.3 for Smud, and that is 17th. And here is Skippy. And Skippy goes over in a 1:35.6 right at the back. He's going to need to improve on that. Here's Nathan Holland, who is currently P2. Now that most drivers have got a time to compare with, this becomes a bit of an easier job. You can see how they're doing through each sector. Nathan Holland is slightly up on his time. Not enough at the moment to climb any places. Puts the power down for the long straight. And 2/10 up. We'll really hope to be breaking the 1:32 barrier. Let's see if he can. And he does! 1:31.9, and onto provisional pole position again is Nathan Holland. UJ is 7/10 down, so we'll leave him. Syme a couple of tenths up. In fact, I think he's just finished his lap. Ben is close to his time. (1:32.2) goes up 2/4. Here is Miller. He's in sector 1. Five minutes left of the session. And Miller is a few tenths down. Easy Life is a second down. Go further back to Smug, he's well down on his. Sainsbury yet to set a lap time. Let's go with him. Strangely, prospects for Liga racing on a Thursday night took out Las Vegas from their calendar. Not sure why. Strangely avoids the wall on this occasion on that turn into the straight. And now here it is, full power. And 1:33.3 puts Sainsbury in 13th place. Swanton is coming back into the pit. They go down Ute. Everyone pretty much in the pits at the moment, apart from a couple on out laps. And Sainsbury on the in lap. And here on a flyer. Mr. Pickle possibly also on a flying lap. Just starting it. We'll see the outlaps starting for the front runners now. You can see on the track map, a little bit crowded in sector 1 as they all jockey for position. We'll stay with Al Newt. And a 1:32.4 for Al Newt puts him up to 6th ahead of his teammate. Impressive lap for Al Newt. Shall we see how Mr. Pickle is getting on? If he's going to be the next over the line. And then after that we've got Sainsbury, or perhaps then Lane and Stein on outlaps. So Mr. Pickle, 1:33.2 for Mr. Pickle, and he goes 11th. For the Sloth, he's 3 seconds down. So I don't think we're going to get an improvement out of Sloth. There's Ninjas. And Ninjas doesn't improve. Let's go to Sign, who is just missed the wall there. He said to one. Sign has got Ben Lane just behind him, also on a hot lap. And there's a Williams that's crashed here. I'm hoping he'll stay out of the way. Indeed he does. Sainsbury is out. I think he's just put in the pit because he's not going to get out for another lap. So here comes Simon then, and we will go to Sainsbury behind him as the checkered flag is out. Now we'll try and work out in order who is where. But here's Syme first of all, and Syme on 32.4 doesn't beat his teammate. Ben Lane didn't improve. That lap's going to be one of the last ones across. That's nicely out of his way. Here's Nathan Holland going to hold this pole. Is anyone else going to break the top three? Bit beat for Fatlap. Fatlap crosses the line. UJ is pitting, and Nathan Holland is well down. I think it was him that hit the wall. So that is going to be it. And Nathan Holland does pick up pole position for Williams, ahead of Fatlap's Alpine in second, missing MK5 of course, the usual Alpine incumbent. UJ in third for Haas, then Swanton in fourth for Mercedes, Ben Lane fifth, then it's a pair of Ferraris, Al Newt and Syme, but Al Newt will drop down 5 places due to that connection he had with Sainsbury. So there we have it. We will have a short break where, if you're watching on the Dynamic Racing League Twitch, you will see the standings come up by magic. I'll also take you through those very shortly after a brief toilet break. So there is a 3-minute interval. No one is to ready up until they're told, and then I'll take you through the tyre choices on the formation lap. So I'll be back very shortly. So welcome back to Las Vegas then. Neil Nolan says it's kind of random, that one, and it didn't feel very quick. Well, he's on pole position. Now then, I will take you through the championship standings, as you can see on screen. If you're watching on DRS UK, first of all, the winners. Scornful Griffin has won 4 races. And everyone else, just 1 each. Jaden, Sim, MK5, UJ and Boris Johnson. I've not seen Boris for a while. Netherlands and Abu Dhabi remain. In the Pro-Am, King Kong won the first 4 and returned to the top step last week. Skippy, Sloth, Al Newton, Mr. Pickles have all also won 1 race on the Pro-Am side. Now to the standings. The Scornful Griffin has a 26-point lead on Ben Lane, and he leads UJ by 21 points. Sim is just 4 points behind. The Pro-Am is where it's at the moment, with King Kong and Sloth dead level on 126 points. Sainsy is 18 points back. Then the Chasing Pack, 50 Gent, Skippy, Easy Life, Al Newt, Ninjas, Miller Vanilla, and Ronnie. Mr. Pickle joined late, and he is picking up some points. But has he left it too late with just 3 races remaining? Red Bull lead the constructors as if to mirror real life. They haven't got quite as big a lead. It's 45 points. They're ahead of Aston Martin. Then it's Ferrari, McLaren, AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo ahead of Alpine. Haas, Petronas, Haas, Mercedes and Williams. Williams at the bottom, but on P1 pole position this evening in Las Vegas. So just a couple minutes more to wait before we're underway here. Just awaiting the countdown. Drivers getting their strategies and fuel loads sorted out. Please don't all leave at once, viewers. There's a thrilling race in prospect here around a new and unfamiliar track to many. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I don't know why this is taking so long today. And here we are. You seem to see the countdown, but there you go. So it's hards and mediums all the way then. Nathan Holland on the hard tyre in front with Fatlep and UJ behind him on mediums. Swanton goes for the hards. Ben Lane and Syme on mediums. Sloth on hards. Scornful, Griffin, Miller, Manila and Levi on mediums. Alnick in 11th is on hards. Got a bit of pace as he showed by out-qualifying his teammate before the penalty. Smug is in 12th place on hard tyres. Mr Pickle 13 on mediums. Then it's Easy Life and Sainsy both on hards. Joker and 50 Gent both on mediums. King Kong 18th. Skippy in 19th and Ninjas in 20th, rounding off the field all on hard tyres. A full grid. Can they all get through turn 1 and sector 1 safely? Let's find out. And they're a bit strung out on this formation lap. Nathan Holden's gone a little bit quickly here, and he might want to back them up a little. There are massive gaps appearing, and he's going to sit on the grid for quite a while. As you can see, the front three have gone through the chicane. Swanton is just arriving there now, along with Ben Lane. Nathan Hole has been disqualified for parking anyway, and he's surely gone a bit too quickly there, because now he's going to be sat on the grid for quite a while. Some of these have not yet got to the chicane. As you see Skippy coming through now, and Ninja's at the back. Do not give me this camera, please. It's going to give me this camera. I'm going to go on board with Fatlep just because it's going to give me a dodgy camera otherwise. A few more disqualified for parking. Should be ready shortly. Here we go. Timing's all going a bit mad. Off and away we go. And a good start for Fatlep. A great start for Fatlep. Up into the lead. Nathan Holland's had a terrible start and has dropped to third. King Kong has hit Joker. The Alfa Romeo teammates colliding. And King Kong's picked up a 5-second penalty for that. And they are both at the back. So a nightmare start for Alfa Romeo. A dream start as Ben Lane goes up the inside of Swanton. A dream start for Fatlep then. Nathan Holland having all kinds of problems, dropping to third, and he's possibly an Easy Life picks up a penalty already. But everybody is through without a DNF. Ben Lane's going up the inside of Nathan Holland. And gets the move. So Nathan Holland's dropped from pole position to fourth in the first lap. And it could get worse for him because Syme is right there. And Syme has got great speed down the straight. He might get boxed in though. They might go 3 wide. Nathan Holland's going to make a dive. And contact with Ben Lane. Ben Lane got squeezed there. And now Scornful Griffin's going to pass him. Fatlep away and gone. Well, not quite away and gone, because UJ's up his inside. And UJ takes the lead. UJ takes the lead of the race from Fatlep. Nathan Holland may lose another position. Swanton round is outside. And up into 4th place. In behind Levi and Scornful and Ben Lane, all scrapping for position. And into the wall there was the slot. And Skippy's out of the race. Skippy's out of the race, and we've got a virtual safety car, I believe. We've got a virtual safety car. Skippy is out of the race. You saw his tyre rolling around on the road. Skippy is out. We saw Sloth make contact with the wall. And we now have a virtual safety car. 25 laps this race. We're on lap 2. And we have our first casualty. That's Skippy. Fatlep having a look here for when the VSC ends, to try and retake the lead from UJ. Very long VSC. Skippy's car has gone. And we are back racing. And Fatlep made a bit of an error there. Swanton getting close to the back of Syme. Smug making up a place into 12th place. Levi on Ben Lane with DRS. And he's going to try and get 2 for 1 as he goes for Nathan Holland. But Nathan stays ahead on this occasion, as you can see. It's close. But Levi got Ben, but not Nathan Holland. Look at Ben now with Scornful for company. He's going to try and run it up and pass Levi here, and does so. Ben retakes 6th place. Mr. Pickle up to 10th. And through wide there, going into that corner. Smug got Miller Vanilla for 11th. And Fatlep's retaken the lead. The DRS so powerful down that straight. And Mr. Pickle has lost a couple of places. Smug's up to 10th. And now he's out. Smug's out of the race and we got a full safety car. And UJ was literally about to dive up the inside into turn 1. And the safety car will pick them up straight away here. But Smug becomes our second casualty of the race. Joker did pit during that VSC. We saw that King Kong hit him in the first lap. King Kong is now pitting. Nobody else did. So just the Alfa Romeos with early pit stops. So the order then, Fatler, the leader. UJ in second, Syme is third. Then it's Swanton, Nathan Holland has dropped from pole. Ben Lane is 6th from Levi in 7th. Championship leader Scornful Griffin is 8th. Sloth is 9th. And with his Pro-Am rival King Kong at the back, that's excellent news for him. Al Newt is in 10th place from Mr. Pickle. Sainsy is 12th from Miller Vanilla in 13th. 50 Gent 14th. Ninja's up to 15th. Easy Life is 16th. And the Alfa Romeo pair of Joker and King Kong round off the 18 remaining drivers on the track. We have lost Skippy and Smug Git to DNFs. And Smug's DNF is what has brought the safety car into play. Again, just the Alfa Romeo pair to catch up, but I don't think they're going to do it in time to negate the need for another lap of safety car. So we will have another lap under safety car conditions as King Kong comes to the back of his teammate and the rest of the field. Most deeming it too early to pit. We're on lap 5 of 25. King Kong on mediums, so we'll probably have to pit again. Joker pitting a couple of laps earlier. We'll see how the hard tyres last. Very dangerous section to go this slowly. Hopefully everybody is alert enough to not have any collisions on the safety car. Do have to remain concentrating. Fatlep and UJ then having a bit of a battle. They were clear of Syme and Swanton, but of course now they will be right on their tail once again. King Kong has got rid of that 5-second penalty he picked up earlier. Easy Life has a 3, the only one so far. And assumedly the safety car will cross this line and then we'll be told it's in this lap. Well, I'd have hoped so. It is indeed. It was a late call and Fatlap's really backed the field up here. Fatlap's really backed the field up and some people have had to take to the escape road. And some people have swapped places here. It was a very late call from the safety car. Usually happens entering sector 3. And everyone, I think, was taken a little bit by surprise, and Al Newt has picked up a 5-second penalty. Fatlep leads them away. And everyone seems to have got through okay. Ben Lane looking at Naben Holan and making a pass. But Naben's got the inside. But Ben's got the pace. Ben Lane up to 5th place for Red Bull. Desperate need of big points to close the gap in the championship to Scornful Griffin. And off is Mr. Pickle. Mr. Pickle's off. There he is. And he has dropped right to the back of the field in the Williams. Qualifying went well for Williams. The race not so at the moment. We're going to go to UJ because even without DRS he might well have a run down this straight on Fatlep. Side by side, an overtake is being made. Ben Lane also overtaking Swanton in the background. But UJ back into the lead of the race. Swanton looking for a move. Levi also. King Kong has overtaken Easy Life as the Alfa Romeo try and come through the field, and Syme has slowed down and lost about 3-4 positions. Levi and Naben Holan side by side, and Naben Holan keeps the place. From Levi, as you can see, but Syme lost some places there. And now Naben Holan is in the wall himself. Is he? No, he's passing Swanton. I apologise. Naben Holan up to 4th place. And a dive by Swanton up the inside, and he's got a penalty for it. A corner cut penalty for Swanton, and 50 Gent is out, and we've got another safety car. We've got another safety car and another DNF. 50 Gent is out. And is this time the time everyone pits? Let's go to the front as UJ is coming up towards the pit entrance and is going to pit. UJ pits. Fatlep pits. Ben Lane pits. Naben Holan looks like he is not pitting. So Naben Holan goes through and retakes the lead of the race. He'll be picked up by the safety car. Swanton pits. Levi pits. Scornful pits. Syme pits. Sainsey has not pit. Fatlep's gone to soft tyres. Sainsey has gone up to 2nd. Mr. Pickles picked up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Joker has gone up to 3rd. UJ and Fatlep rejoin 4th and 5th. And in fact UJ has gone past Joker, so he's 3rd. And again a difference of opinion. Fatlep on soft tyres. Ballsy. King Kong up to 6th. Ninjas in 7th, Ben Lane 8th, Swanton 9th, Levi in 10th, and Scornful, Sloth, Miller Vanilla, who we've not mentioned a lot. Syme in 14th, Mr. Pickles down in 15th, Easy Life is 16th, and Al Newt is at the back. So Naben Holan back where he started, in the lead. But it'll be interesting to see just what happens with tyres and pit strategy here. Again, just a couple of drivers to catch the field. Easy Life is getting there now. Our Newt, I believe, will be too far back for the safety car to be going in this lap. So we're going to have another one, I think. So 17 of 20 still running, about a third of the way through this race. About to start lap 9 of 25. No late calls from the safety car this time, as our Newt will just catch up towards the end of the lap. Very interesting to see now if Fatlep can create big enough space on those soft tyres to pit again and still be in the hunt. Whether Nathan Holan and Sainsey will be sitting ducks at the front on older tyres, or what's going to happen, whether the medium runners can make it to the end. Certainly don't think that Fatlep softs are going to go 15. Anything's possible. So let's see if the safety car this time makes an announcement that it's in a bit earlier. There's some scary occurrences on that last restart, or before the last restart, in the chicane at the end of the long, very fast straight, which is not very fast on the safety car. Should come to the timing line at the middle of the straight and then say safety car in this lap. It basically waited until the chicane last time, which caught some drivers on the hop. Let's see what happens this time. So again, no announcement yet. Still no announcement. And now and even later this time. Not sure what the safety car's up to today, but there we go. It is in this lap. Nathan Holan will dictate the pace, and he's got a bit of a wriggle on there, and he's escaped by a second. Good restart for him. Not so much for Sainsey, who is going to be pressured by UJ. And UJ gets the place, and Sainsey's going to drop a couple of places. Contact there. Contact with Sainsey, Joker and Fatlep. And UJ's now off. UJ's now off and lost positions. And he's dropped all the way to 7th, and this isn't going to go well either. There were 3 wide again there. UJ's dropped to 8th. Sainsey to 5th. Nathan Holan remains in the lead. Fatlep now getting nudged there, and Sainsey's off. Off is Sainsey and drops to the rear of the field. Nathan Holan's escaped. Fatlep and Joker wheel to wheel. And Fatlep makes up to 2nd place. Nathan Holan has escaped by 4.5 seconds. Joker now having to defend from Ben Lane. King Kong is also dropped a couple of places there. It's getting very crowded indeed. Ben Lane and Swanton looking for moves. And Ben Lane maybe nudged the wall there. Joker got a bit out of shape. And Ben's going to go on by and then squeeze. A squeeze for Swanton. And Nathan Holland's into the pits. So Fatlep takes the lead. Ben Lane is now second from Swanton. Joker and UJ. UJ back up to fourth. And Ninjas is... Sainzy's off again. In fact, Sainzy's in the pits. Ninjas is off. It's all happening. Nathan Holland shot right to the rear of the field. Don't know what he was thinking on pit strategy there. But Fatlep leads the race from Ben Lane. Swanton in third. UJ's back up to fourth. Been in the wars. Joker being pressed by Levi. Then it's King Kong who's got Syme and Scornful behind him. And a bit wide went King Kong, and that's going to invite Syme and Scornful past him. As Levi does get the move done on Joker. Swanton looking for the move on Ben Lane. Not quite got the pace this time. UJ in behind keeping tabs. Three-way battle this. Ben Lane stays in front. King Kong has dropped right back again. Down to 14th now. Fatlep is getting away by about 3 seconds. UJ a little bit deep as he tries to follow these two. Syme and Scornful battling away. And look at the train of cars forming behind them. We've got Mr. Pickle, Miller Vanilla, Al Newt, Sloth and Easy Life all there. And wide went Al Newt there. Coming towards half race distance then. Fatlep leads. Is increasing that lead on Ben Lane, who has Swanton and UJ chasing hard. Miller Vanilla takes Mr. Pickle for 9th. And Swanton, as you can see, gets the move on Ben Lane, and UJ's going to follow him past. Such is the power of the DRS here. Ben Lane losing 2 places in one corner. And UJ's going to try and hook it up round the inside of Swanton next. Miller Vanilla then up to 9th place in the Alpine. Sloth takes Al Newt for 11th. Crucial times. Sainsy overtakes King Kong at the back. Crucial times for the Pro-Ams. Ninjas into the pits. So that's everybody now having made a pit stop. The gap getting near 4 seconds for Fatlep, ahead of Swanton in second, UJ in third, Ben Lane in fourth. King Kong retakes Sainsy. They're having a scrap. Ben Lane's trying to go up the inside of UJ. And the DRS will mean that UJ can probably get a move on Swanton. They're going to be 3 wide. And Ben Lane got squeezed out there. UJ up to second. Swanton third. Ben Lane fourth. Sloth and Al Newt battling away in behind. And Swanton retakes second. Or does he? Side by side once again. And Swanton gets the place, does he? He does. And Ben Lane's going to have a look. Don't really want to send it up the inside there. And he thought better of it as Mr. Pickle overtakes Scornful. And Joker is out! Joker is out of the race, and we've got another safety car. There you see him in the background. There you see Joker. Joker out of the race. Our fourth casualty and our third safety car. And surely it's a godsend for Fatlep, who, if he's got any mediums left, can go on a fresh set to the end of the race. But we will see. Let's see who pits and who doesn't this time. Fatlep certainly will. And does. Here comes Swanton. He's going to. UJ is going to stay out. And so's Ben Lane. Mr. Pickles picked up a penalty. Fatlep onto those mediums. Levi in the pits. Syme continues on. And where's he going to get to? He's going to get up to third. So Syme ahead of Fatlep, Scornful behind him, then Swanton, Levi, Mr. Pickleman of Vanilla, Sloth, couple of drivers going for soft tyres. Nathan Holland, if he'd have just stayed out on the hard tyre, I think he might have had the race win here. Instead, he's 13th, and such is what pit strategy does on this game and in Formula 1. So the pit stops have spread everyone out a bit, so they will all catch up. We'll have another couple of laps of safety car and then an 8-lap sprint to the finish. Fatlep looks to be in the box seat. He is fourth. But he is quick and has fresh rubber. And also has a buffer behind him to the other runner. And off there is Miller Vanilla. Miller Vanilla's off. He's in the wall under the safety car. A mistake by Miller Vanilla. And that's cost him a few places and possibly some of his front wing. Looks to be a damaged front wing for Miller Vanilla. Side end plate missing there. And that is going to mean a pit stop and a drop to the rear of the field, I would assume, or it's going to make the last 10 laps very difficult indeed. Into the pits, and in also is Mr. Pickle. So he's decided he didn't want hard tyres, or maybe he's getting rid of penalties. Miller and King Kong and Ninja's all pitting. So everyone at the back decided soft tyres. Now, whether they catch up this lap or not would be very helpful if they did. And I think they probably should do. It's quite a slow section in Sector 2. So, Ninjas you're watching, he is last at the moment, 16th, having lost 4 of our full grid. Joker, 50 Gent, Smug and Skippy, and they have caught up, so let's see how late the safety car calls it this time. It was well through the chicane on the last occasion. I was always used to it being the Sector 2 to Sector 3 timing line, which you see on the track map. But we shall see, and it's another different leader doing the safety car restart. We've had Fatlep, we've had Naven Holan, and now we have UJ. Ben Lane and Syme also staying out, as well as Scornful Griffin on the hard tyres from the previous safety car pit window. Still no call from the safety car, now we have it. Not a lot of leeway for drivers to let the safety car escape, while of course trying to plan your own escape. UJ leaving it as late as he can. Ben Lane doing a Max Verstappen, almost getting side to side. Away they go. And no problems hopefully coming through the first corner. Everybody seems to be safely through there. Fatlep already is looking to make a move on Syme, and Swanton is making a move on Scornful. Up the inside, Swanton Bomb is up to 5th place. Mr. Pickle passing Sainsey for 12th spot. Where are the overtakes going to come from? Syme and Fatlep side by side, and Fatlep up into 3rd place. And he'll soon fancy 2nd as well. In fact, he will soon fancy 2nd and even 1st, as Ben Lane's going to try and make a move on UJ at the same time, and Fatlep might try and go between the two of them. Ben Lane takes the lead. Syme is getting involved as well, almost 4 wide. And Syme is the one who didn't quite fit. Fatlep's up to 2nd, UJ 3rd, and Syme drops all the way down to 13th. That was never going to go. Levi making the move on Scornful Griffin for 5th place. Ben Lane and Fatlep, here we go for the lead. And Ben could not defend it. Fatlep back into the lead. Ben Lane 2nd, then UJ. Swanton getting involved as well. Levi racing today, he's up to 5th, and Sloth is now 6th, ahead of Scornful. Staying out on the hard tyres has not worked. Fatlep from Ben Lane, from UJ, from Swanton, Levi, Sloth, Scornful, Al Newt, Easy Life, Naven Holan back in the top 10. Ahead of his teammate Mr. Pickle. The race for the podium certainly on here on lap 18 of 25. And Levi making the move on Swanton up to 4th. And he's going to fancy a bit more here as they drag race down. And Levi takes 3rd place. Levi's up to 3rd, UJ's dropped a few places. Al Newt came a cropper there on the same chicane his teammate did last time. Bad couple of laps for Ferrari. Levi's up to third now, ahead of Swanton, ahead of UJ. Sloth still involved as well, as King Kong and Mr. Pickle pass Easy Life. Levi's up to second. Superb pace on soft tyres from Levi. And in almost into the wall there was Ben. And Swanton's going to gobble him up. Up to third place goes Swanton. Ben now fourth from UJ fifth. Sloth catching these two. Then Scornful is holding up Maven Holan and then it's Mr. Pickle and King Kong from Easy Life. Syme dropped to 12th after that accident. Just too many cars in too small a space. Easy Life going back past King Kong. And Swanton retaking Levi. Maven Holan now up to 7th, ahead of Scornful. And Easy Life losing places, going a ding dong with King Kong. And Syme is back up into the top 10. Can Sloth find a way past UJ and Ben? He might do up the inside, which becomes a bit of a squeeze there from UJ. Sloth compromised there. And Easy Life and Syme now battling away. Syme in 10th place. Al Newt is in the pits. Maven Holan closing in on Sloth. Levi still closing in on Swanton. As they go into the straight. Have we had 3 laps? Have we got DRS? We have indeed. And look at the difference here. Levi sailing past Swanton and back up into second place, and UJ losing 2 places at once. Maven Holan and Sloth going past UJ. Maven Holan past both of them. Really good move from Maven Holan. Swanton's going to continue to try and battle Levi with just 4 laps remaining. Easy Life is ahead of Syme again, but for how long? Not long. Mr. Pickle has overtaken Scornful, and wide there went Miller Vanilla. And now he's got a tussle with Sainsy. Swanton has overtaken Levi once again. Sainsy and Miller Vanilla side by side. And another touch. And Miller Vanilla gets the better of it. Syme getting the better of Easy Life. What a battle that's been in the last few laps. Maven Holan closing in on Ben Lane. Sainsy picks up a penalty. And Easy Life is off. Easy Life is off and drops to the rear of the field. Swanton back ahead of Levi for second. Maven Holan closing in on Ben Lane for 4th. UJ still in there battling, he's 7th. Look in the background, Maven Holan overtakes Ben Lane and up into 4th place. Can he still get a podium? Who knows? Mr. Pickle has picked up another penalty. Let's just have a little look at the penalties. It's 6 seconds for Mr. Pickle, 3 for Swanton, which Levi knows. He'll just need a 3 now for UJ. 3 for Sainsy and 3 for Easy Life. Levi knows he's just got to hang in with Swanton. He hasn't got to do anything silly. Unless Nathan Holland can close in on him. He's looking good for a P2 at the moment. In behind, Ben Lane, chased by Sloth, chased by UJ. And off! Off is Nathan Holland. Nathan Holland spins. And that's going to drop him right down. Al Newt sets the fastest lap of the race. He's running last. Nathan Holland then has dropped all the way down. Levi keeping it safe. He's on for P2. UJ with that penalty will hope not to lose too many places. Miller Vanilla passing Sainsy for 10th. Syme is back in the points now in 9th place. Here's Levi just tailing Swanton round now. He doesn't need to make a move. Sloth does, and Sloth's trying to. And UJ is looking on and trying to feed off some scraps here. Nathan Holland's got a pit lane speeding penalty, and I think he might call it a day. Sloth up the inside of Ben Lane, and they both touch. And UJ is going to take Sloth there. So instead of going up a place there, Sloth went down one. And off at the back is a Haas. I think that's Ninjas. He's back going again. Just 2 more laps after this one. UJ's not giving up on Ben Lane just yet. And Mr. Pickle is now really in the slipstream of the Sloth. And Mr. Pickle, despite his penalties, is going to make a move, and UJ makes the move as well. UJ passes Ben Lane. Mr. Pickle passes Sloth. We've barely mentioned Fatlep, he's 5 seconds clear. The safety car timing was perfect for him, and he now, barring any mistakes, no commentator's cast from me, is going to cruise to a victory. Swanton is second, but with a penalty, so Levi will take second as it stands. UJ has a penalty, so Ben hasn't got to do anything, even if Mr. Pickle gets him. Sloth needs to try and stay close. Then it's Scornful Griffin in 8th, Simon 9th, and Sainsy chasing Miller Vanilla for 10th. Yellow sector 1, that's a Haas again, that's Ninjas. Nathan Holland didn't call it a day, he's continuing in 15th. And passes Ninjas. Fatlep has begun the final lap of the race. Sainsy overtakes Miller Vanilla for 10th place, but has a penalty. Levi has got to be careful. He was 2 seconds slower on that lap, and he's now only got about a second's leeway to keep that place. Swanton is increasing the gap. 3 second penalty for Swanton, remember. And Levi is dropping back, but is he dropping back quickly enough? A real race on here for second. UJ continues to chase Ben, but with the penalty, there's nothing in that. Fatlep is coming in and Sainsy picks up another penalty. And that is going to cost him any chance of the top 10. Fatlep coming down to the chicane. Easy Life picks up another penalty. Through the chicane comes Fatlep. UJ overtakes Ben Lane. And they don't need to do this because of the penalty. Our Newt is off at the back. And Fatlep comes around the final corner to win in Las Vegas. Swanton comes over the line in second, but Levi is going to take that place. Levi finishes second for AlphaTauri ahead of Swanton. Ben Lane takes fourth. Sloth takes fifth ahead of UJ. Then it's Scornful up to seventh with Mr. Pickle's penalties. Syme in ninth. And across the line comes Miller Vanilla for 10th. Sainsy dropping to 11th. Then King Kong in 12th. Easy Life comes across the line next, but Nathan Holan already had a penalty as well. So Easy Life 13th, Nathan Holan 14th. And that brings home Ninjas and Al Newt to complete the finishers. So it's a win for Fatlep and Alpine. A great race for Levi in second place for AlphaTauri. And Swanton third in the Mercedes. As we started late, we've got about half an hour until I'm off to Miami. Don't think you can get from Vegas to Miami in half an hour, but you can on F123. And that's what we'll be doing. It's Blobby Mondays, live on twitch.tv/Blobby_Butler. Now Twitch affiliate, can you believe it? Then back again on Thursday from 8 PM with DRS Extreme back in Las Vegas. Followed by Prospects Tier 4 action at 10 PM. Until then, here's your finishing order. Fatlep wins from Levi on 10th on the grid. Swanton third from Ben Lane 4th. Sloth was 5th and a win in the Pro-Am. UJ in 6th. Scornful Griffin 7th. Mr. Pickle 8th. Syme was 9th and Miller Vanilla was 10th. Then it was Sainsy, King Kong, Easy Life, Naben Holan, Ninjas and Al Newt. Your DNS were Joker, 50 Gent, Smug Git and Skippy. That is it from Las Vegas, DRS, Blobby Butler. I will be back in half an hour with my own race in Miami. Thank you very much.
But a waistcoat pop.
The greatest storyteller always had the perfect story whenever you needed to hear it. There were adventures that could stir the weariest soul, or even move you to tears. But surely